Hello, my name is Paul and this is Missy, and together our channel is Posture Pilates. So today I'm going to guide you through some feet in the straps. This is a beginner intermediate level and I'm going to be working today with 2 red springs. However, you can go heavier or lighter. Remember, the increased resistance, the more strength training, the lighter resistance, the more stability training. First of all, let's put Missy down to one side. Bring yourself down onto the reformer. Press the carriage out and place one foot into the strap. Hold the leg in tabletop and retrieve the second strap and place it through the middle or arch of the foot. We start with bend and stretch. From tabletop, press the legs out and along, making sure the legs don't lift or lower at the end of the extension. Bend the knees back in and allow the hip to flex as far as you can maintain a neutral lumbar curvature. I'm exhaling as I extend and inhaling as I bend. To add a small coordination challenge, you can plantar flex or point the feet on the extension and dorsiflex them on the return. Moving to lower and lift, maintaining the spine in neutral, we start with the legs as vertical to the ceiling as your hamstrings will allow. As you exhale, draw the legs down as far as you can, maintaining the lumbar pelvic placement. Think of pressing your feet into the straps as you draw down, focusing on lengthening away. If you laterally rotate, turn the legs outwards, you will feel a stronger contraction of the glutes as you press down, and as you lift, you will feel an increased stretch on the outside hamstrings, the biceps femoris. Looking at hip mobilization, we transition to leg circles. I'm choosing to start in parallel, and as the legs move out to the side, I add a small degree of lateral rotation before finishing back in parallel. You can choose to stay parallel, laterally rotated, or even medially rotated throughout. To assess the stabilization, you can place your fingers onto the bony bit of the hips, the ASIS. You want to avoid any tipping or rocking of the pelvis as you perform the circles. Let's reverse. Focus on making the circles smooth and symmetrical. Avoid any jarring movements or pressing into one strap more than the other. Beginner frog is basically bend and stretch held in lateral rotation. Keep the heels pasted together. Once more, inhale, bend the knees in as far as you can without losing neutral spine. Exhale, press the legs straight, keeping the heels in contact. As before, you can add a plantar flexion point on the extension and a dorsiflexion on the return. Let's do high to low V. Maintaining the lateral rotation, lift the legs up and out into the high V, then draw the heels down and in, creating a low V, both stretching and strengthening the adductor muscles. We finish on a challenging intermediate exercise, the Stag. You want to avoid any lateral flexion or leaning to one side. How I establish this is by placing my fingers once more onto the ASIS, then putting my thumbs onto the lowest rib. Inhale, move one leg into the frog whilst the other leg moves up and out into the high V. As you exhale, press both legs back to the double leg stretch. The challenge is to keep tension across both cables at all times. Think of your bent leg heel travelling in and along your midline. As before, we now come out of the straps through the tabletop position, 1 foot at a time. We hope you enjoyed the video today. If so, please consider liking and subscribing to help me grow the channel and create more content such as this.